she can be very vindictive.
Okay, so let's not say that out loud.
I'm gonna be very honest with you, Judge.
Okay.
I have no intention of paying a one penny. All y'all have just failed me. Give my last tears and blood, sweat, and tears into this. In March, I was in jail for beating him up. I'm hopeless, frustrated, and exhausted, and I'm done, sir. I'm mentally.
Ma'am.
I'm in middle school. I didn't pass. I'm not educated. I need to speak to me like a toddler. I would understand that better. Thank you.
From the start, this case feels less like a rental dispute and more like a ticking time bomb between two people who can't stand each other but refuse to leave the same house. The husband presents his side calmly, focusing on facts, dates, and payments, almost giving the impression this will be routine. But the moment the wife takes the floor, the tone shifts entirely. She comes in hot, raising her voice, throwing in personal attacks, and pulling the case off track with side stories and raw emotion. Suddenly, the courtroom feels less like a legal proceeding and more like a reality show, with the judge forced to cut through the noise and pull everyone back to the core issue: unpaid rent and who has the right to remain in the property. It's law colliding with personal drama, and the question becomes whether the judge will side with steady facts or fiery passion once the dust settles.
Your name, sir?
Devin Miller.
All right. And Miss Mahmood, is she here or no?
Yes, she is here, but I think she's having some difficulties right now.
Your Honor, we haven't received a payment since the last time we were here. It's $26.65 total. $25.65. I'm sorry.
$25.65.
Oh, so I recently just received employment, so I've been waiting for my check to come between that time.
I have a note that $1,000 was going to be paid. I don't know why.
$1,000?
Okay. Well, how would you intend on getting this paid off, sir?
So I don't get paid until the 28th.
Until the what?
The 28th of June.
Okay, but all right, let's take that. And how much would you be willing? How much are you going to be able to pay?
So with me working weekly, I get paid $5.60 on a full.
On a full check, you get how much?
$5.60 minus tax.
Because I don't know how we're going to do this if she's not here, because I'm about to. I mean, my inclination is to issue a judgment.
Well, we've been having some difficulties in being uncooperative.
Pardon?
She was being uncooperative. I would hope that you don't throw it out, because I'm really trying.
She was being uncooperative.
I apologize for interrupting. I have an IM out front, but she doesn't want to come to the courtroom because of a contact order between her and her husband.
We don't have one, sir, Your Honor.
Are you her husband?
Yes. May I explain?
Please.
Okay, so recently she's having a spat with me. She's just upset that she wanted me to apologize for a misunderstanding that we had before coming here to court, when she got verbally volatile with me. So she decided to.
Okay. That's fine. Is there a no contact order between the two of you?
No, there's absolutely not. She probably just said that just to make things worse on my end.
Well, they couldn't get much worse.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not really sure. She can be very vindictive.
Okay, so let's not say that out loud.
Okay.
Can you go down the hall and
Sign her into Zoom?
No. She's here. Yeah, well, ask her if she's going to participate in the hearing. Him over here.
Sir, you have a seat over there.
All right. Ma'am, what's your name?
Mariam Mahmood.
All right. There's a total amount of $25.65 owing. Was there a method by which you were intending on getting this paid, or do you know?
I'm gonna be very honest with you, Judge.
Okay.
I have no intention of paying one penny. No intention of paying one penny. I've been with Barnes and Barnes for since 2021 in this place. I've been with Barnes and Barnes for about 6 years now. Before that, I was in different apartments with Barnes and Barnes. Before that, I've been in EMU since I was 16. Eastern Police, Ipsy Police, all y'all have just failed me. I've been begging Barnes and Barnes to fix my house for a simple fan for heat in the winter. I'm having to take money out of my pockets to keep myself fed. I would rather sleep in my car than fight for a house, because along with this court case, I'm dealing with my dad who decided to touch me for 6 years and get away with it. Along with that, I'm dealing with my mom not cooperating and being roots with him. I'd rather win a settlement than fight for this and give my last tears and blood, sweat, and tears into this. My husband doesn't understand how to speak to me nicely. That's why we're not standing here together. And I'm not gonna stand next to a man who doesn't know how to open the right door instead of the left door and snap at his wife. I'm not going to do that. I walked out because in March I was in jail for beating him up.
Nothing torpedoes your own credibility faster than admitting in open court that you've already been charged with assaulting your spouse. That's not exactly the kind of detail that wins sympathy from a judge. It's more like handing the other side a free victory. At first, I thought maybe the husband was leaning into exaggeration, trying to paint her in the worst possible light. But the second she started speaking, it became obvious he wasn't stretching the truth at all. Her delivery is all over the place. Scattered thoughts, unfinished points, sudden tangents, and bursts of anger that leave everyone struggling to follow along. It feels less like testimony and more like raw chaos playing out in real time. Judge Simpson, meanwhile, sits back in measured silence, giving her just enough rope to keep unraveling. And the husband? You can see the exhaustion written all over him, like every second of her rant is a reminder of why he's standing there in the first place. What's wild is that this isn't even her peak. She somehow manages to push the drama further as the hearing drags on. In landlord-tenant disputes, the smart move is always calm and controlled. Instead, she's going for loud, erratic, and unpredictable, a courtroom strategy that almost guarantees disaster. So, where do you land on this? Do you see the husband as the voice of reason, or do you think her unfiltered energy has its own kind of truth behind it?
I'm not going to stand here and go out of my character and act irate when I don't want to fight for something that's mine. That's not, he claimed that it's his more than mine. I brought him into my house. I gave him my car. I gave him the clothes on his back. I'm not going to fight for this anymore. I'm exhausted, tired, and hopeless. Ipsy Police was in my house today at 5 a.m. when I asked for harassment. I filed a PPO. I'm getting no help. I'm hopeless, frustrated, and exhausted. And I'm done.
Okay. I just had to make sure, which is why I wanted to do it in the courtroom, that I was going to find no tribal issue. I was going to issue a judgment to the plaintiff. And I just wanted to make sure that you understood what the court was doing, which is why I wanted you here. All right. So the court finding no tribal issue, under judgment for possession and money. It looks like you requested. For possession and money as to both defendants. Told them out. The $25,600, that was inclusive of costs, correct?
Yes.
And the total amount of $2,565. And an order of eviction or writ will issue in 10 days. All right. Thank you.
Sorry, could you say that again? I speak 3 different languages. I'm not American. I'm British. So I didn't understand one word that came out of your mouth. I'm sorry, sir.
The whole thing?
You're throwing legal words at me, sir. I'm mentally. I'm in
right.
middle school. I didn't pass.
Okay.
I speak 3 different languages. I'm not educated.
Okay.
So I don't understand when you throw legal terms at me. I need to speak to me like a toddler. I would understand that better. Thank you.
All right. I'm issuing a judgment. I'm signing a judgment, a piece of paper indicating that plaintiff, your landlord, has the right to possession of the premises.
Okay, so
unless $2,565 is paid prior to July 1st. or by July 1st. If it's not paid by July 1st, they can then file for what's called a writ of restitution or an order of eviction to have you move. Either at that point you can move by then or you can pay the money by then. If you fail to move, what will end up happening if they file that order of eviction, the court will sign off on it. And then what will happen is the sheriff, another police agency, or the sheriff's department or a court officer will show up and will, if you haven't vacated the premises, will remove you from the premises.
Yeah, and I know how the eviction process works. I just don't. I have lawyers in my family, but I'm more on the medical side rather than the lawyer side. But I appreciate all your help, and so
All right.
my husband and I aren't cooperating today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Andrew Meyer on behalf of Joseph Taylor. Mr. Taylor, could you state your name for the record?
Joshua Taylor.
Thank you. Your Honor, this is time and date set for a probable cause conference. This time we're asking the court to set this for the next available preliminary exam date.
Discovery is complete.
To my knowledge.
People had their witnesses available the second.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination will be set July 2nd, 2024, 9 a.m. That is in person before Judge Washington.
I wanted to address Bond for his.
Yes, go ahead.
He has been contacting the victim in this case, and I'm asking you to report his jail phone call privileges. He's made he's called her 195 times.
What?
Yes, and
Did you say 195?
yes.
Oh.
And even one of the calls, he said email the judge and the prosecutor and the lawyer, and that day we received the email from the victim.
All right, that's a lie.
Stop.
That's a fucking lie.
Hey,
Oh, no, we're not going to say that. Both privileges are hereby ordered revoked.
Okay.
Defendant's bond is set at no bond.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, he's now in contempt. That's 93. Anything else?
I think at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to need an order. You got 93 on that. His bond's been revoked. It's 0, and he's got a preliminary examination. Good luck, Judge Washington.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Judge Simpson is in a league of his own. After today's hearing, he might just take the top spot on my list of favorite judges, edging out even Judge Oakley, who's usually my go-to. What sets Simpson apart is his patience under fire. No matter how chaotic the courtroom gets, he never loses his cool. He listens, he waits, and then he redirects without raising his voice or letting frustration take over. That kind of steady composure is rare, and it's what makes him so effective. Some people argue he gives too much room for rants and nonsense, but honestly, I think that's his strength. By letting people speak their piece, even when it's completely off topic, he avoids escalating the situation and makes it clear the process is fair. Between the two hearings, though, the first one easily takes the crown for pure chaos. The wife's energy was so unpredictable it felt like the courtroom was on another planet entirely, while her husband stood there visibly drained, like he's been living in non-stop turbulence. At the end of the day, though, it comes down to the basics. If rent isn't paid, the law steps in. The drama might make things entertaining, but it doesn't change the outcome. So what's your take? Was Simpson too lenient? Or did his calm approach actually keep things from spiraling out of control? And have you ever seen a landlord-tenant battle go off the rails quite like this one? Share your thoughts in the comments, and as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.